Let me explain something to you, Coach. Coach Eli, Cuck Eli. Let me make this clear. Because I noticed that since your numbers are tanking and all of this, that you decided to once again dive back into drama. When it comes to this, you keep bringing up a certain sponsor. I got a question for you. Now, your claim is that this sponsor pays people to go after you. I guess my question would be, now I'm not saying whether he still sponsors me, doesn't sponsor me, that's none of your business. But at the end of the day, considering 99.999% of my videos is something outside of the drama sphere, how could you make that claim? If you were to find out that that sponsor still sponsors me for my gaming videos, for my news videos, for those things, would that change your mind? Would that prove to you that this sponsor doesn't pay people to go after you? If you were to find that out, wouldn't that shatter your entire narrative? Now, I have no idea what that other graphic designer guy does on YouTube, draws pictures. I have no clue. But I will say this. Considering I'm one of the people that you mentioned in your stream this evening, and I don't make videos on you, my real channels do not involve you at all. Every couple weeks, every month, I'll throw together a 30-second or like this, a 2-minute video in regards to you. Do you really think a sponsor pays me to do this video right here? Do you really think a sponsor pays me to make a 60-second video exposing you as a liar? You really think he pays me and has paid for years for me to do that? So this is how arrogant you are. All the other content that's made, you believe that a sponsor only pays for 2-minute videos. Fuck the 80 hours of content that's actually produced probably every week. You think he only pays for the 2-minute, 33-minute, 60-second videos about you once a month, whatever. How much sense does that make? I understand you're uneducated. I understand you're autistic. I understand you're virtually retarded. But how much sense does that make? See, you can sit there and point at the graphic designer and say, well, he doesn't do any other content. And you might be right. But see, what fucks up your whole narrative is JB That fucks up your whole narrative. Because JB Gunner does all the other content. Do you understand? But will you ever admit that? Will you ever look at that? Will you ever say, you know what, maybe I'm wrong? No, you won't. Because it just enables you to play the victim. You like to believe that you're more important than what you are. You like to believe that Brian runs around throwing money at people to talk about some frail little cuck in California. Did you ever consider that he likes my gaming videos? Did you ever consider that he agrees and likes my political and news and commentary? Did you ever consider that? Did you ever consider any of those other things, considering that's what he actually sponsored me for? So if you were to find out that he today still sponsors someone that never speaks on you other than on a community tab roasting you, do you see what I'm saying? If you were to find that out, would you still feel that way? Would you still believe that he pays people to talk about you, to go after you? No, I've went after you because of you. I came to California to try to find you because of you. Not because of him, not because of anyone else. You are the problem. And that's why everyone tells you, you are the problem. I'm not going to sit here and say those other people that you talk about are not a problem. I don't know if they are or aren't. I don't like them. But that's a personal preference. I don't really get into the memes and shit. I'm a grown-ass man, right? Now, when it comes to you, my issue with you is always very simple. You believe that people are jealous of you when there's not a single attribute that you have or that about you that anyone would envy. You're little and frail. You have no job. You have no career. There's nothing about you that anyone would want to be. You keep bringing up your family as if that's something to brag about. That's all you have to brag about, is that your family accomplished something. But you didn't, right? You think people envy you because you never accomplished anything on your own? You think people envy you because you have a trust fund? Really? No, men like to produce. Men like to do their own thing and create their own thing. No one envies you. Someone that's never even left their state and traveled or anything, that's afraid to drive in the rain. Someone that embezzled money out of the company that he used to work for because he can't himself earn anything or accomplish anything. You see what I'm saying? Now, I just happen to be awake and you're here on my thing, so I'm watching you. And I notice that you're speaking on me again. And I find that laughable, considering I'm more successful than you and everybody else in every single metric, every single way. Do you understand? All the way down to the fucking microphones. Just saying. You had to steal money from your dead sponsor to get a new computer. I just got two. My whole studio is renovated, while you're still having to lie and cheat and steal and lie about your dead sponsor and things like that to even get people to watch you. But you know what you're still not getting? Paid. Your YouTube career after all these years is still in the red. How's that make you feel, Cuck? Should make you feel horrible. 'Cause you suck. Anyways, just wanted to say some things. And my ultimate point behind all of this, right, is if you were to find out I was still being sponsored, knowing I don't do this type of content right here, ever, would that change your mind? Probably not, because you're autistic and it would affect your victim narrative. You like to be the victim. You like to think everything is about you. What happens when you find out it's not about you? Then it destroys you and your self-entitled analysis, perspective of yourself.